Well, when you have Asperger syndrome, making friends is difficult.
And watching your child struggle through that can be awful, but here's a story of hope for you. We met an Austin man who overcame those struggles. In fact, he took his weakness and made it his strength.
I remember having this sense very, very vividly that my school was a battleground and everybody else was on the other army.
School felt like a war zone for Daniel Windler. Bullied, often left out, he felt helpless, but neither he nor his parents understood why he just didn't seem to fit in.
For my first year of high school, she would come to wake me up and I would just be in a cold sweat because, going out that door and engaging with that school was just such a challenge.
That all changed when Daniel was diagnosed with Asperger syndrome, a neurological condition that affected his ability to socialize and communicate with others. The diagnosis actually gave him hope, and instead of giving in to his challenges, he threw himself into learning everything he could about social skills for 10 years.
I read a lot. There was a lot of reading that happened. I would get books on body language, books on conversation, books on etiquette, just anything that had to do with how people relate to one another.
With Daniel, we would watch movies, and there were many times that we stopped more than we played because he'd want to understand, and we would explain what we knew about that, and that would just help him develop that skill.
For Daniel, learning social skills was like learning a foreign language, but the friendships he gained along the way changed his life. So he put all he learned on a website, improveyoursocialskills.com. In a year, he's had more than 135,000 people visit. It gets specific, giving advice on things like body language, making eye contact, and empathy, so others can have close relationships too.
I think because he was not worried about where he was on the list is why his life was and his friends were more meaningful, and I took that to heart too.
I would encourage people to look past and to make friends with that awkward kid, but unfortunately that's not the world that we live in all the time. So until people are willing to look past that, I just wanted to equip people to be able to move past it on their own.
Creating the friendships that fill life with so much meaning.
Daniel now has a college degree. He works in the tech industry here in Austin. He credits his parents' support for all his success. Read more of their advice to other parents with this story now on our homepage at KXAN.com.